The key to manifesting money in 2020 is to actually not focus on the money at all. That's the old way of going about it. That's the old paradigm. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a much more powerful way and what you must do to attract money in 2020 and beyond. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you the manifesting money paradigm, how we go about this in 2020 and beyond, the year 2020 and beyond. And a lot of this has to do with my own observations to how things are now working in the world. There are certain things that are coming to the surface, certain old ways of going about things that simply aren't working anymore. And it's very obvious that there's a shift in energy. Some people would call this 5D manifestation or something like that. Understanding higher vibrational mechanics of this, but think about it anyways. When people want to manifest money, why do they want the money? They want the money for the things that the money can get them. And the thing is people have been going straight to the money, not knowing that the source of energy within them, the currency within them, does not need the money to get these actual things. Think about it as well. Money is energy. We are energy. When we are putting good out into the world, when we are doing what we are passionate about, we are then being of service to the world. And what happens is what is called the surplus energy within us. It's called surplus energy, which means energy that goes beyond our own survival mechanism. We need the general energy to have shelter, to eat, to do the day-to-day stuff that stays within what keeps us safe. Anything beyond survival mode, which is when you're doing what you're passionate about, anything beyond that to where it then adds value to other people, it's like your cup is already full so you can then add value to other people, that is where then that surplus energy that you put out then comes back to you. That's the way it actually works. And what happens is when we focus on the money, we're actually going for a side effect, because money is a side effect of energy. Money is a side effect of energy. So when we go for money, we're going for something that is the side effect of something else. When instead, if we focus on the energy, our own energy, how we feel, and we focus on getting more in flow, we'll see that then things go more our way. Okay, so that's the key to this, is understanding this dynamic of energy. And the chasing of the money is a 2019 paradigm. It's old. It's outdated. It's like you're one of those people that just got a new car, and then a year later you're like, I need a new car. This one's old. It's just a 2019. But guess what? This isn't even just a 2019. It's like the way time is going and the way the energy is moving, it's like that's a 2014. Okay, I got a 2014 Lexus right now. I'm getting ready to trade it in for a Tesla. That's like me also symbolically trading out my old belief system of how it works for money, focused on numbers, focused on money. Here's what I'm learning about 2020, okay? I'm gonna open up to you guys, all right? I started YouTube back in 2016, but I started going daily in 2017. You probably heard me tell the story. I've told it many times. So what I did is got hair in my mouth. What I did is I started making videos on the YouTubes. Okay, I started making video on the YouTubes. And I started doing the daily videos. And what eventually happened is the daily action I take got rewarded by growth. I started getting more and more views, more and more people coming into my funnel, more and more people wanting to transform their lives. I started getting a lot of responses from people. People are like, whoa, this changed my life. I feel so good, blah, 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 and all these cool things. And I got rewarded. I was like, yes, this feels amazing. And then what happened is I kept focusing on the YouTube. And on the YouTube, I then proceeded to make daily videos every single day for 3 years in a row. And here I am, 2020, still making daily videos, almost. You may have noticed that now on Saturdays there's no video, because then I make an epic video for Sunday, that's why. But here's what I've realized. It's like an old, outdated belief pattern that I have to continue to make daily videos on YouTube for everything to keep going. And I found that this year, I've been very focused on numbers, statistics. How can I get my channel to the next level? I have this goal as well of not just being known. I think right now, the brand, what I teach, it's like I'm kind of known as a YouTuber. And my goal is to not just be a YouTuber, it's also to be on different things and to travel, be doing events and all this other stuff. However, there's like this almost like safety mechanism box of being on YouTube. I'm like, well, I gotta keep the daily videos going, I gotta keep that momentum going. And I think what I might be actually doing is putting out too much content. Because then you get people that are like, oh, this is similar video from the other day. And it's like, well, I've been making daily videos for 3 years in a row. I'm sorry, I can't come up with new ideas every single day. And the repetitive stuff I think is cool anyways, but that's besides the point. Okay, here's what I've realized though. I've been focused on stats. I've been focused on numbers. How can I grow this? How can I stay here? Instead, what I've realized that 2020 is about, I see this not just in myself, but in other friends, other people that are in different niches, different businesses altogether. I need to not focus on the numbers. Being focused on the stats is kind of like being focused on the money. And realize that the stats, I've always intuitively known this, by the way. My YouTube channel and just growth in general is always a direct reflection of my own inner growth. So if I feel like that's not there, it's because the own inner growth isn't as dynamic. So when it comes to manifesting money in 2020, it is about understanding that it's about not focusing on the money. It's like me making videos focused on the numbers. How many people are going to watch this video? Do you like this video? And then there's like this desperate energy in me really wanting you to like this video. Could you please like this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already? I make daily videos. Please though, for real, could you subscribe if you haven't and like this video? So here's the difference though. The difference is this. Instead of going for that of the money, the numbers, the effects, go for what is in flow. What is in flow for me? Let me share that with you. What's in flow for me is to actually not keep making daily videos. I want to make like different style videos that take a little bit more effort, that maybe aren't as much. Maybe then I give people time to digest the information. And maybe I get people looking forward to the next videos because I make them so epic. Maybe I do that. And maybe I'm really passionate, I put creative energy into it because there's more flow there. Maybe when I do these live events, I get in such a flow state that that's actually what really gets my juices going. Then I'm stepping out of my own comfort zone of what's been working for 3 years, and I've got all this fresh creative energy. And then the side effect of that is when I go to make videos, I have different energy, and I've been talking to different types of people and doing events to where then I have more information. I see what people are really working with, and I kind of know what other people might be working with as well because I've already worked with people live. Does that make sense? So this is the difference. What is in flow and what is easy and what is fun is the new question instead of what will make me the most money, where can I get this, where can I get the numbers, all of this stuff, how can I live up to this expectation of how people expect me to be, how can I live up to this expectation of myself? Because I also realize that part of that is my shadow self. Because I have this egotistical mentality of making a daily video a day because I'm known as Doughty on YouTube and makes daily videos, has a crazy work ethic. And that's how I see myself. And because I see myself like that way, I'm doing everything I can to stay consistent to that way I see myself. It's like a thermometer on the wall. You see a thermometer and it's set to 72 degrees. This house is set to 72 degrees. It's kind of cold compared to my old house, but I don't know, I got used to it. 72 degrees. If I were to have it set to 72 and then open up the window, guess what happened? It's cold out, so it's going to come in, it's going to turn down to 70, the heater thing is going to kick on, it's going to get back to 72. Because it's a cybernetic mechanism. It's set at 72, it will stay at 72. I see myself as a YouTuber, I see myself as a hardcore willpower action type guy. Now my subconscious mind is doing everything it can to keep me there. Everything. But the key is awareness. When you become aware of these things, that's when things change. You want to know what is about 2020? Super important. Super important. High integrity. High integrity in doing things. The whole get rich quick things, they ain't working no more. okay? When you see people doing that, it's a very short period of time, and then they just kind of get, it doesn't support, the energy does not support that anymore. I've seen a lot of ways in the collective consciousness this is coming to the surface. I'm even going within myself and really making sure that everything I do from this point going forward is just very in integrity with just who I am. Just being very, looking at things at a very minute level. And that's the way the energy works. Is what you are doing adding value? And value could be emotion. You could say, Aaron, I'm not a YouTuber that makes content on the spiritual stuff that you talk about. I'm a comedian. Well, guess what? Comedians add value. How do comedians add value? Because they make people laugh. And when people laugh, they feel better. Ha ha, yay, funny person. And they feel better. And that's adding value. That's increasing their state. When I used to have that 9-to-5 job, I don't know if you ever heard me tell a story, but I used to work at Nordstrom's in women's shoes. 9-to-5 job, I'd go in every day, and when I went in, focused on me. How will you add money to my paycheck? Will you help me hit my goal of $4,000 for the day? That would really make me happy. And when I went in with that energy, guess what? Even though, of course, I didn't actually say that. But when I went in, guess what would happen? They would feel that off of me and be like, here's your shoes, you want to buy them? Freaking weirdo. You want to buy those shoes? And they're like, yes, I'll buy them. I'm like, yes. Okay, come on, let's go. Let me ring you up and make more money. But instead, if I went in all cool, suave, having fun, increasing their state, seeing how can I add value to you, then they would feel that, and then I wouldn't be needy because I'm like, hey, there's an abundance out there. That's also something that's huge. You want a book that'll change your life when it comes to money? Simple book, The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Waddles. Super short book. I read it when I used to work that 9-to-5 job in Nordstrom's and women's shoes. And when I read it, it changed so much for me. There's one part in it. There's a creative mindset versus a competitive mindset. In a creative mindset, what happens is you realize there's an abundance out there. You don't have to compete with your coworkers, because if you have the frame that you're in the competitive mind, then you think there's scarcity out there. Oh, I used to do that in my old 9-to-5 job when I was selling women's shoes. I was like, oh, someone over there just got a customer. That could have been my customer. Oh, and then I get into a low state, and then I go out and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of mad about that. I wish I had that customer. It would have been good. Now I'm just standing around doing nothing. And then I keep telling myself a story. I'm standing around doing nothing. And then I'm not able to perceive of people that actually need help because I'm in that state. And my energy's retracting. So people come around me and I'm like, hey, do you need help? I'm like, do you need help with shoes? And they're like, no, just get away from me. See the energy difference there? But if you're in the creative mindset, you're good either way. If you buy anything or if you don't, it doesn't matter. Because there's always more. If I stay in a positive state and I feel happy, I'm going to perceive of more abundance. Well, guess what? For a long time, even on YouTube, be honest with you guys, I've been making YouTube videos for like 3 years now. I sometimes fall into that competitive mind state because there's other people that may model the content from my videos. I may make videos, not that all my videos are 100% original, but I may come up with certain thumbnails, certain titles, certain messages, and then once I get one that does well, there's like some people that just remake the same video, and then what happens is I get into this little competitive mindset. I'm like, that was my idea. Like, I feel like I'm an artist and someone's taking my work, and I'm original, but what if people see their video and then see my video and then think I copied them when I was the first one to make it? It gets into this whole competitive ego thing. But what I've realized is there's an abundance of people out there. And if the message is reaching more people, then that's a good thing. If I take it out of my little ego and I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Well, guess what? The money in 2020 and beyond is all about that. It is about understanding creative mindset, not the competitive mindset. It is about knowing to be in top integrity and understanding your energy and what is flowing. Make it easy. Hard work is the mentality of 2019 and before. I gotta work really, really hard. The energy that's coming in now is much higher vibration. It's more about being in flow. And to realize as well, your energy is currency. Your energy is currency. If you want more currency of moolah, What you gotta do is you gotta increase your own energy. And the way you increase your own energy is you do what you're passionate about. What juices you up? What turns you on? What turns you on? What gets you fired up? What, when you're in that state, is it contagious? You see, these things I share with you right now are extraordinarily powerful. And if you didn't know already, first off, subscribe if you haven't already, because I make more videos like this every single, maybe not every day, maybe I'll go to less, but I still make videos, so subscribe if you want. But I do have a meditation that will show you how, it's called Think and Grow Rich meditation. It recently came out. There's people that did that meditation, I said within a week of doing it, they manifested one person said 566 euros. I don't know how much money that is, but I think it's a good amount of money. And then somebody else said something very similar. People manifest money after listening to this meditation because it gets you to a certain state, an energy state. I'll go and link that below. It's a new meditation on Think and Grow Rich meditation for attracting abundance. It's the meditation that made you rich. Okay, that's the title of the video. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Peace. I love you. And much love. Namaste. I broke the flow there a little bit. Peace, much love, and namaste.